The Widow and the Sacred Snake, a shelter in the rice jar widow. Huang was using a large ceramic jar to store her rice when, suddenly, a snake as thick as a man's forearm darted inside. The snake was visibly injured, covered in wounds, and its tongue flickered rapidly as it looked at her. In the corner of its eyes, she thought she saw tears. Moved by compassion, she quickly pushed the snake completely into the rice jar and secured the lid. Just as she did so, several men armed with clubs and sacks rushed into her yard. Leading them was the village bully, Li Laozhen. Li Laozhen had made his money dealing and smuggled wild animals for years and often harassed the poor widow. He scanned the yard and asked coarsely, "Big sister, have you seen a large snake? It injured a few people. Hiding it will bring great misfortune." Widow Huang gritted her teeth and stood firm. "I haven't seen anything. If you want to search, go ahead." Having once been beaten off by the widow with a hoe, Li Laozhen knew she was not. Easily provoked, he motioned to his men, and they left in a huff. The serpent's plea, Widow Huang breathed a sigh of relief, only to hear a faint voice from inside the jar. "My benefactress, my spiritual energy is depleted. I was severely wounded by them, just as winter approaches, and I need my body to be warmed to recover." The widow quickly took the snake out and placed it into a large iron pot on the stove. She quickly lit a fire, adding firewood and some warm water. But less than half an hour later, Li Laozhen and his gang kicked open her door and rushed in again. "Enough talk. The snake must be in that jar. Smash it for me." With a loud crack, the rice jar shattered, but it was empty. Furious Li Laozhen noticed the blazing fire in the stove. He grabbed a burning piece of wood, and immediately, the kitchen was engulfed in smoke and flames. Widow Huang rushed forward to put out the fire, but Li Laozhen brutally kicked her to the ground. The thugs laughed loudly and swaggered away. Neighbors quickly rushed over to help put out the blaze. Widow Huang looked at her blackened kitchen and wept, believing the snake had been burned to death. Restoration and retribution unexpectedly. The snake crawled out from the ashes, completely unharmed. "Do not fear, benefactress," it said. "It was the fire itself that helped me restore my spiritual power." It then added gravely, "Li Laozhen and his followers have destroyed life and committed to many evil deeds. Tonight, they will surely face their retribution." With that, the snake vanished. That very night, Li Laozhen and his gang were drinking heavily in his house when the roof tiles suddenly collapsed. Before any of them could cry out, they were buried under the rubble. The villagers all said it was the retribution for their years of brutally slaughtering forest creatures. From that day forward, whenever Widow Huang faced hardship, she always felt an invisible force protecting her. As time went on, her son excelled in his studies and became a respected engineer. He married a virtuous wife, and their family lived peacefully, happily, and prospered more and more each day. The widow's compassion brought lasting fortune. Call to action: the story of Widow Huang teaches us that a single act of kindness can lead to unexpected blessings, and true justice often finds its way. If this tale of compassion and fate resonated with you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Hit the notification bell. We delve into powerful legends and stories that reveal the deep connection between virtue and destiny every week. Thank you for watching and supporting our channel.